This video is brought to you by Bestop.
Over the years, the TFL crew has pretty much driven every off-roader known to man.
And in that time, we've seen some crazy modified 4x4s, but this Bronco has something that we haven't seen on any of them. What this Bronco has that makes it so unique is the top that's above us. This is the Bestop E-top. So what's cool about this top is that we don't have to do a fire drill running around the vehicle in order to get the top folded down. So what I'm able to do and what you're able to do is we can hit these latches. If you want to bust out the timer on your phone.
Yeah, we're going to prove just how easy and how quick it is to do this too.
So let me know
you gotta
when you're ready.
Watch. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
I press a button, top starts moving back.
Look at her go. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, there we go. Good job, Mare. Look at this.
And look at that. It's just like a traditional convertible that you can get in other cars, and it's done.
And that was about 14 seconds.
That is really not bad. And just like that, we can pop the windows themselves down. We can enjoy this nice spring day here in Colorado. And to show just how easy this top is, we're going to compare it to our Jeep in a interesting way.
I have an idea. So Case is sitting in our Jeep Wrangler Sport.
I am. What's this thing's name again?
Bill.
Bill. I'm sitting in Bill. It's nice and dry. I've got the Freedom panels taken out of the roof, and I see you're holding a hose.
I am, Case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a 30-second timer right here on my watch, and you have 30 seconds to get those tops back on.
That's
okay.
That's so generous.
Yeah. After that 30 seconds is up, I'm going to start giving you some rain, okay?
Perfect.
This is just to demonstrate, because he's going to do it in our Bronco over here in a second, just how much easier the Bestop E-top is compared to what you're about to do.
All right. Well, I'm ready when you are.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
It's going to be in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds starts now, Case.
Okay. So, well, first things first. The top pieces are here in the back of the Jeep, and there's one that has to go on before the other. Luckily, as an automotive expert, I've done this one time.
You also have 10 seconds.
Oh, 10 seconds already, Mary. This is horrible. Hold on. Hold on. I'm getting there. That's one
5,
piece. It's
4,
not latched down.
3, 2.
How could it have happened that quickly? Hold on.
This is the best day ever.
Oh, God. I'm not even in it yet. Here we go. Panel number 2. I'm getting water on me. Oh, geez. This is clunky. I'm not even strapped down. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. 1 second. 1 second. Why is this one not lined up? Oh, okay. There we go. That's lined up. That's lined up. Those are on. That's on. Door closed.
All right, Case.
That was a little rough, I'm gonna be honest.
It's a little rough. You seemed a little panicked, I'm not gonna lie.
I appreciate you using the mist mode, but it was,
Case, high fives, let's go.
it was not spectacular.
You're not actually, you remained pretty dry, minus your arms.
I stayed okay. If you had been in a different mode, it might have been a different story.
Yeah, let's show the comparison here.
Yeah.
All right, Case, you've dried off a little bit.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
All right, well, let's see how long it takes you in the Bronco. Are you ready?
Yeah, to make it a little bit more of a fair comparison, I'm gonna do a Le Mans start.
3, 2, 1, go. He's
Oh,
going.
look at the angle
He's cruising.
that I get running. Top coming up.
You got 20
nice.
seconds.
I think I'm already doing better than I was in the Jeep.
You got 15 seconds.
I think I'm gonna be golden, Mary.
You might be.
Look at that. Latches open, top
You got 5 seconds.
in place.
Oh my
so
God.
Yeah,
Not even close. You did that in 25 seconds.
I did.
You feeling cocky?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little confident.
Yeah.
Ah! All right, well, that qualifies as cheating. So, Mary,
Yes. Yes, Case.
is, after all, a Bronco Raptor, which means we can do some high-speed off-road.
Okay.
And I kind of like to do the high-speed off-roading with the top up. I'm also going to avoid the really deep ditches there. But this Bronco Raptor is so much fun.
Yeah, this is awesome.
The thing that makes it even cooler, though, is the fact that we can not only do some high-speed off-roading, but we can drop down here into the pit, we can peel the top back, and then we can do some slow-speed rock crawling and have the top open as well. I mean, you can also cruise at speed with the top down, but I kind of like having it closed, make things a little bit quieter when I'm going at speed.
For sure.
And then as we pull up to the trenches here, we can do our slow speed crawling with the top open, and I think we're gonna put you behind the wheel.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah,
okay. I've never been off-roading before, behind the wheel at least.
Yeah, so we're gonna have you do some rock crawling because we've got this Bronco Raptor here, and what a way to get introduced to rock crawling, right?
I guess so. Might as well start with the biggest dog in the fight.
Start with the best so that it can be all downhill from here.
Oh, excellent.
And just like that, we're full open experience. This is one of the greatest things about these 4x4s is that you can open them up fully.
Yeah.
Experience the outdoors as you rock crawl.
You're one with nature.
Yeah.
To be sure. Okay, so I just let go of the brake.
Exactly. We creep forward and you can see what it feels like. I'm not sure that our trenches are extreme enough to get this Bronco fully articulated, but you can still get a feel for what it's like to go out rock crawling and have just the open sky above you.
Yeah, it's really an experience, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Now we're starting to drop into some of these holes.
Yeah, this is nothing, dude.
I know. It's like...
We might as well be on road.
It's an easy way for you to get a feel for off-roading.
I don't really feel like I'm getting a feel for anything. I just feel like we're just kind of going up a hill.
I mean, it's a Bronco Raptor on 38s. So it's pretty intense, this thing.
Yeah, I feel really afraid.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we've got a camera facing forward. This Bronco Raptor has all the features. And the fact that it's got a power top makes it even cooler.
Yeah, we're really one with nature right now. Is this logs?
This is logs. Does this feel out of character for you?
Oh, look at this. You know what's funny is you actually kind of feel like you're riding a bucking Bronco.
This is going to be Mary's new hobby. Before you know it, she's going to put 38s on a RAV4.
You know what's scary, Case, is I don't think you're too far off from the truth.
I think we should cut the top off of your RAV4.
Well, now you're taking it a little too far. Should I go right or left here?
Let's have you stick to the right.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think that's the slightly harder line. Harder for like something not very off-roady, like a RAV4 maybe.
Okay, you need to take it easy with my RAV4.
But for this Bronco Raptor, this is like a slightly bumpier than average road.
Oh my goodness. Okay, look at this. Look at us.
Yeah.
It's a little bit steep. She's climbing.
It's pretty chill, pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
Pretty good intro into your first time driving a rock crawler.
I'm not kidding when I think you're kind of right about I might have to get into off-roading after this.
This might feel a little strange, Mary.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest.
Thanks, Case.
What's going to be interesting is we'll have a real steep angle, so there might be a moment where we'll be looking through the open top.
Okay, great.
Instead of seeing very much out the windshield.
Okay, great.
Yeah, aren't you looking forward to that?
I really am.
But we do have a camera. It helps a little bit.
Yeah. It's at the front.
The cameras are nice, but the more visibility you can get out the vehicle itself, the better.
This is crazy. Okay. Oh. Wow.
See, but it's like nothing.
It's like nothing. So unlike in the Wrangler, when you take that hard top off and have to storm in the back in the most uncomfortable way possible, when this top is down, it's completely wide open and you still have access to your back seat or your trunk.
Exactly, which means, well, this is going to be the back seat for Mary.
Yeah, I mean, just to prove that this is still accessible, we're going to be a little bit athletic here and just...
That looks extremely athletic.
Thank you, Case. I feel good about it.
Yeah, see, just like that, you've still got access to your rear storage.
Yeah, it's actually not terrible back here. I've been in some worse third rows.
Also, Mary, if you want to be comfortable in the front seats, you could put other stuff back here. That might be a little less bumpy.
A little less illegal.
Next test, we have a little sound meter built into the phone here. We're gonna shoot down the road 30 mile an hour, that's what I'm thinking, and see how much louder it is with the top up versus when we come back, close the top.
Correct, and we're gonna keep all windows up. We'll see what happens.
So, building up to 30 mile an hour here, and I'll stop talking. What are we looking at for sound?
It's about 74.
Okay, so
Not bad. Regular car's like 65, no?
yeah, exactly. If you're going at speed, depending on the car, a lot of modern cars are a little over 60 decibels. This with the top open, around 70, not too bad. But let's flip around, close the top, and see how it compares. Now, back to 30 mile an hour. This Bronco is so smooth.
We're looking at 71.
Cool, so we saw some numbers closer to 70, and I think, honestly, a lot of the noise that we're hearing is some of the stuff in this, because cruising down the dirt road, there's a lot of movement in this vehicle. Obviously, it's not a very smooth stretch of road, but I'm interested to get this out onto a paved street like most people are going to drive around normally and see. But yeah, about 5 decibels quieter with the top closed.
Not bad.
Another cool feature on this top is that you can pull out these window panels in the rear, and there's even a zipper up top where you can store them. And if you want to check out one of these e-tops for either your Wrangler or your Bronco, check out the link in the description below. So they make this power top for the 4-door Jeep, 2-door Jeep, and this 4-door Bronco. You can also get one for a JK or a JL.
So even
Wrangler.
the older ones.
Yeah, so
Dang, that's
even
cool.
some of the older Jeeps. And there's 9 layers of insulation on this top. So when you're driving down the road, it's actually reasonably quiet. And then you can open up and get this open top experience. And I gotta say, there's a lot of times that you look at one of the soft tops and you think there's no way that that's gonna be as quiet going down the road as the hard tops. But we spent a lot of time with a 4-door Bronco, and that hard top was not really quiet at all. And you just spent a bunch of time in our 2-door Jeep Wrangler, and how was that top?
You know what? It didn't really feel like it was doing anything for canceling out noise.
No.
It was loud in there the whole time.
I feel like you've gotta kind of cancel out the noise yourself.
Yeah, with like loud music.
Yeah, what was your noise canceling music of choice?
Well, if you need it to be loud enough to cancel out the road noise, you gotta go for like Led Zeppelin, AC/DC.
Yeah.
Really blaring
maybe a little
it.
Linkin Park.
Well,
Yeah.
if that's your go-to, sure.
It is.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, genuinely. But just being able to peel back the top at the press of a button makes it so much easier to do, which means you're gonna do it more often.
For sure.
And here in Colorado, our weather is wild.
It is. It's very, very sunny. We want to experiencing the sun at all times, especially in the summertime.
But then in a matter of seconds, it turns cloudy and we get rain.
That's true.
It's always the classic saying in Colorado, if you don't like the weather, then
Wait 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, another one of the cool things about this top is that it integrates into the electronics on this Bronco like it's a factory component. So you hold brake, and that's what allows you to power the top. The button is integrated here into the console, so it all looks and feels like a factory thing. And because of that, you'll most likely want to get this installed by a professional, and they've got shops all over the country that can install that. And Mary, tell me, how much is this top?
This top by itself is around $5 grand case. If you do get it professionally installed, that's about a $1,000 option up to $1,500. So all day you're looking at like $6,000, $6,500.
Yeah. This is definitely not one of the least expensive tops that's on the market, but it gives you that added flexibility to be able to power it up and power it back down at the press of a button super fast, which is a nice feature for those who want to spring for it.
Yeah, and I think it's well worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially if you're using it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it turns a Bronco or a Jeep into like a traditional convertible.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than something that you got to go run around, do laps around the vehicle, and stuff a bunch of panels in your trunk. Once you get a Bestop e-top, after installation, these come with a 3-year warranty, which is great. And the other nice thing is that with a top like this, as well insulated as it is, even when it's not beautiful spring weather like what we've got today, and you're driving around in the winter, you still stay plenty warm in this machine. So Mary, what do you think? Would you ever want to go off-road again without your top peeled back?
It's looking like maybe not. I kind of want the top open all the time, but I want it to be easy. And I don't think it would happen like that in this one so much.
No, and it's pretty nice being able to pull the roof panels off. Next time, maybe we'll even get you off-road with some of the doors pulled off.
Nice.
So that's all for this video. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.